So, welcome to this program of stress release and relax. That's the way that Casey named it. In 60-minute session, a brief talk on from where, how this meditation journey has come to states, come to the people from India, and then we will understand what we are going to practice. We'll also understand the steps of the practice before we start the practice. More or less 35 to 40 minutes of the practice. After the practice, we'll share our experiences openly. I'm just a pointer, a milestone. So you need not to worry even if your experience is not good, because that will help me to understand you better. So in the next session, I'll take those issues and the challenges. And after 60 minutes, we'll say goodbye to everyone. First thing that this Eastern wisdom, which is 6,000 years old, which is more than 3,000 texts and teachers, they taught the same thing. There is nothing new about it. Why? From there we should understand what exactly is meditation and mindfulness. There is nothing new. Why? If there is nothing new, then why you are here? The mind is heavily conditioned because of the scientific and technological advancement that it is constantly looking outside for something new. A new vehicle, new phone. No, I won't say new husband, new wife, Everything is new. But there is nothing new inside. It is the same. Alison, when you were born, you were Alison. You're 5 years old, you were Alison. You went to the school, you're still Alison. What changes? The body, the mind, the intellect, the attitude and behavior. But you did not change. You're the same Alison. Do you say 5 years old Alison, number 1. 10 years old, number 2. 15 years old, number 3. No, you don't say it. See that? The mind should learn this, understand this. If you don't understand this, what will happen? The mind will go back to the same thing again and again. It will start looking for something new. And what you look something new? Oh, this tree, beard guy is not a good teacher. Let me find another. You'll find another practice. You'll find another teacher. Nothing will happen. Why nothing will happen? Even if all the teachers are good, all the practices are good, why nothing will happen? Because of your mind. Your mind is looking outside. It is not looking inside. Did you understand that point? It is not looking inside. So as a pointer, as a teacher, as a guide, if I help your mind to understand that the entire journey of meditation is to look inside, is to live inside. When you move inside, when you look inside, when you live within, awakening takes place. Within. Awakening does not take place outside. Did you understand that point? I'm going slowly. Did you understand? So nothing new has to be found. Having said that, the Master says that our true nature is full of peace and happiness, love and wisdom. That can't be taken away from us. Alison, you are full of peace and happiness. So where lies the problem? The mind is looking outside. And where is the peace? Peace is inside. That is the only difference. You see that is the very simple difference. Very simple and easy to understand intellectually. Understand intellectually. So we should understand intellectually the master says, all the master says, what should we do to succeed in mindfulness and awakening? This knowledge has to be understood again and again and again and again. The role of a teacher to talk again and again and again and again, in different ways, based on the temperament of the students, the mental state. It is the same knowledge. It has to be talked again and again and again. So one day it goes into the head, and then you practice and you succeed. Second point. Third point. I was reading a poem by a great master. I'm literally translating, and from there we will start our journey. Another 5 minutes, and then we'll do the practice. My mind is thinking a lot. It is thinking a lot. It is constantly thinking, thinking, and thinking. And the second line, perhaps, this mind is scared to speak the truth. It is constantly thinking. What it is thinking? Can I have peace? Can I have relaxation? Can I have happiness in my life? It is thinking, thinking, thinking. Only I'm explaining the two lines. It's such a beautiful. I'm constantly thinking. What you do when you wake up in the morning? Oh, can I have peace today? I'm very busy. Can I have peace today? I have problem with my honey. Come on. I don't want to talk to my honey. Oh, let me kiss my honey. She is very nice. Both ways. Understand the both ways. What happens? The mind is moving outside. That is why it is constantly thinking, 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 and thinking. And it is scared. What it is scared of? Today I'm going to talk to honey. Will I be in peace and happiness? Today I'm going to school. Will my day pass off in peace and happiness? That is why mind is thinking. And the second line, it's a beautiful line. Perhaps the mind is scared not to speak the truth. And what is the truth? Peace is my essential nature. Declare from today. Declare inside your head. How dare you mind things? Stop it. Don't look peace and happiness outside. See peace and happiness inside. I have to repeat in my head. Why? If I don't repeat in hand, same old stuff returns to the mind. Same old stuff returns to the mind. I've been into the school and I have a lot of stress, and today also I have to go to the school, so I'll have the stress. You have to counter that. First intellectually. Nothing will happen if you do the practice 1 hour of meditation. No, I feel relaxed. And after a few hours, the mind will return to the same old habit. See that? This is a Sufi master, and who says, the mind is constantly thinking. Thinking for what? Thinking for having peace and happiness. And what it is looking for? It is looking for peace and happiness outside, in a food, in a clothes, in a car, in a relationship. It doesn't find the happiness. The last thing that I want to definitely explain it, and it taught me a good thing. So I had a client in the Gilbert, and he comes to my house. So he said, no, I'm feeling, you went to California, and I want to talk to you. So he came. See, exactly I'm explaining this guy. Girish, tomorrow is the last day. I will pay my wife another $16,000, and we will be in the court. I will divorce. Wonderful. Now, second statement. I already have a girlfriend. Now the door is open. So then I triggered his mind for a while. I said, your wife gave you a lot of trouble. And I could see his face. No, but talk about that girlfriend. And his face was beaming with happiness. So I was going to and forth. One woman, you are leaving. Other women you are introducing. Your mind is working in the same way. Understand that part. I said, okay, you are planning for the second woman to bring in your life. Is your mind thinking of the third woman also? No, don't tell me. I said, it is your mind. Why shouldn't I tell you? For 12 years, you lived into same pleasure and happiness, so-called happiness. Only the last year, you had a bitterness, and ultimately you reached at the point of divorce. Women, they both are the women. You are the same man. Your mind is working in the same way. So when you come to me, you have to think how to bring about a change in your mind, an evolution of your mind. And he's a wonderful guy. Wonderful guy, just to tell you that he's very kind and compassionate. So they verbally agreed to pay the alimony to their only one son. And he started paying verbally, without any documentation. At the time of the divorce, the women said, no, now you didn't pay me alimony, so they have to pay 16,000. This is what the mind constantly thinks and thinks and thinks and thinks. The moment you change your mind and you move it inside, you will see that the thing changes in the life. That simple thing needs to be done. There is no fear. The moment you move the mind inside, you become totally fearless. The moment you move your mind inside, you experience your reflection of the true nature. That is what we call peace or happiness, love, and the wisdom. That is what we are going to do in our journey today, step by step. Step by step. First step, we will see. You're looking outside through the sense organ. This is our sense perception. But something going on into your mind. You're aware of me outside, but still something is going into your mind. That is awareness inside. Second step, so that will give us a clue that how to live within. And once we start living within, then we leave the mind within to see that it communicates with our true nature, that is peace and happiness. So let us start our journey of the practice. Sit or lie down, whatever is comfortable to you. If you feel that you cannot sit for a longer period, better lie down. Don't create a fuss, I will do the practice while sitting or lying down. Don't worry about it. So eyes are closed. You can lie down, no worries. No? That's it. Don't create a fuss. Even in the middle, if you feel that, you can do so. Eyes are closed. Eyes are gently closed. The journey of the meditation, I will take up that question also. Why we close to find ourselves, and why we keep our eyes open to everything in the world. But at present, eyes are gently closed and you're looking at, be casual, be happy, be cheerful. Don't start thinking, oh, it's such a serious practice. Then you will become serious. You won't get anything. And that is your responsibility, not mine. See that? Be cheerful. Inside. Even if your mind has a lot of thoughts, just be cheerful. Inside. And move, make a journey casually. That is what I said. Look at the neck joint and feel the sensation. So we are working on the mind now. The mind becomes aware of the sensation in the neck joint. The mind feels that it is comfortable. Check it if it is comfortable. If it is not, you can adjust and align the neck joint the way you want to keep it. It is your choice. You are totally free. And once you experience the sensation being comfortable, you also experience the steadiness. Why? The mind starts going within. Just by simple tips, learn from your experience. Don't trust me. I'm a pointer. Look at the shoulder joints. So your mind is looking at the shoulder joints. When it looks, you feel the sensation. Let your intellect make a right choice. Do you feel comfortable? The mind says yes. The next moment you experience the steadiness. It is the mind that moves the body. What we need only awareness. Nothing else. I need to be aware that I'm sitting in a studio. What effort I need to make? Nothing. Same thing. I'm taking this journey deeper from the very first step. Look at the hip joint. Mind goes there. You're learning from your experience. I'm pointing you the principles. See that when the principles are clear with intellectual understanding, you have a conviction that any practice will take you deeper. Every practice will succeed in life. Don't worry. The sleep comes when you start listening to me. Continue the journey. Don't get agitated. So looking at the hip joint, who looks? Mind. Mind is learning from the experience. So mind says, okay, I'm okay, comfortable, and the next moment you experience the steadiness. You see the simple point. Even if you fall into sleep, you start listening to me when you wake up from the sleep. No movement at all. Just continue the journey from where you start listening to me. Don't worry about your sleep or anything. Look at the knee joints, feel the sensation. Mind learning from your own experience, not my experience. You feel the sensation. The mind says, I'm okay, comfortable, and the next moment, next result comes naturally. By default, you experience the steadiness. Why? The body cannot move by itself. It is the mind that moves the body, and now you are aware of the mind. You have started working on the mind. The entire body is comfortable. The entire body, look at the entire body, the shape of the body. Look at the shape at this moment. How do you look at the shape? The mind moves on the skin of the body. And then when it moves, you become aware. And when you move, then what happens? You feel the sensation. If the body moves, just become aware. It is the mind that is moving the body. Just become aware. I am not asking you to force the body to be still. The moment you are aware, it will happen on its own. And you experience the entire body. You feel the sensation. Why? One answer. The mind has come closer to the body. It is our body. Because of this stress, the mind is moving outward. We don't even feel the body. Sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness in the body. How simple is that? My friends, I'm not asking you to do some hard stuff. I'm not tough. The mind follows freedom, the way we live in a democratic country. Now just for a moment, ask your mind, what is the next step when I say, when we have fixed our goal to meditate, is to move within, look within, move within, and live within, and awaken within. What is the ideal next step to come and join the class in a studio? You leave the car outside. See the practicality. I'm not giving you any fancies or imagination at all. You drop the car outside, you move inside. Then you leave the shoes outside, you came here. Look at it. You do it every day. And that is what we are going to do in the second step. Look at the head and the neck. Look at the head and the neck from outside. So the sensation is there and the relaxation comes. The moment the mind starts moving inside, relaxation enters. You have an experience of that. What is the learning point? When you move the mind inside, perhaps if your mind is scared to speak the truth, it will never happen. Dare to speak the truth. What is that? Peace is my essential nature. So you have that idea. Now see that. Look at the right arm. Mind moves on the right arm. You feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. How simple it is. Move the mind on the left arm. Feel the sensation. Sensation is there. Relaxation and stillness. Relaxation is there, even if the mind is wandering. Stillness is there because now you are able to maintain your awareness. And what it is doing? Naturally the mind has started moving inside. Naturally, by default. The way you move by default inside the studio. What practice you do to move inside the studio? Nothing. So when you do the practice with understanding, the moment your body moves, become aware. Don't force. You are aware, your mind leaves the body. It is so simple. Look at the chest and the belly. Look at the chest and the belly, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You see that if your mind is thinking, what will happen? Your mind will complain. No, I still have a lot of thoughts. Don't worry about it. Let the thought come and go. Introduce one more thought. What I'm talking to you, this is also a thought. So in addition to all the thoughts present, don't fight with it. The thought will say, let me move the body. No. Introduce another thought. Of what? What I'm speaking to you. What I'm speaking, look at the right leg. Move the mind on the right leg. Feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Look at the left leg. Look at the left leg. Mind moves on the left leg. Feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the entire body, slowly, gently, from the top of the head to the toes. You see that? I'm just speaking casually and naturally. So you have to follow the instructions casually and naturally. Don't make it a fuss and, oh, it's so difficult. The moment your mind says it is difficult, it will never happen. It will start thinking. Thinking. Perhaps you remember the entire body. Entire body from the top of the head to the toes, and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Compare what is outside the studio. The car is parked outside the parking lot, in the shop, in the stores. Yes. What about us? The body is outside. We have to move inside. So two things should happen simultaneously, means two experiences. And that will educate the mind. Head and the neck, what is outside? Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. And what is inside? Nothing. Simple emptiness, blankness, space. It is a fact. It is the truth. I'm not asking you to imagine something at this moment. Just become aware. The way you are aware, you are inside the studio and there is outside the studio. Same way. Right arm. What is outside? Sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the right arm. And inside, what is inside? There is no one inside except you. In the beginning, the mind projects this space, this emptiness and this blankness. There is only one inside. There is always many outside. When the mind moves from the many to one, the journey becomes so natural. Relaxation and calmness enters into our being. Look at the left arm. Two things, two experiences. Outside, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. And inside the left arm, blankness, space. There is nothing. No one is there. Except thoughts are there, okay. Chest and the belly. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Two things you're learning, you're experiencing. What is outside? All around the chest and the belly, your experience is sensation, relaxation, and stillness. And what is inside the heart? Space. Don't start imagining. Don't start thinking. Right leg. Where is outside the right leg? Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. We are not moving away from the body. When I say what is outside the right leg, then you will say studio, people. No. It means you lose your awareness. I am a single teacher for you all, and I have an individual relationship with each one of you. Right arm, right leg, sensation, relaxation, and stillness outside, and look inside, be there. Just be there. And see what happens. Why? See what happens? We are learning from our experiences. It is your experience. You may feel some sensation, some numbness. You may have a variety of experiences, some visions and colors instantly appear. Some people may have a feeling of sleepiness and laziness. It's okay. Look at the left leg outside, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Inside, space and the calmness. Space and the calmness. The entire body, top of the head to the toes, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You learn from your experience because you were comfortable, because you brought the mind from outside onto the body to be comfortable. Now, in that state of being comfortable, you're looking at the body outside. Your experience is sensation, relaxation, and stillness outside, and you look inside the body. Move the mind from the top of the head to the toes inside. Some of you may say, I see the space, okay. Others will say, I see the darkness, it is also okay. Emptiness, it is also okay. Lot of thoughts are moving, it is also okay. After all, you are becoming aware of the thought inside your mind. So you need not to even worry about it. Move naturally. But what happens? That is why we need a talk, understanding the principles. That is why I always love to give a brief understanding before we start the journey. And that master, the mind always thinking. It is always thinking when it is outside. And it continues to think because it says that the peace and happiness is outside, with the person, with the people, with an action. Let it think. Now look at the breath. Deeper inside, in that space, we feel the sensation of the breath going in and out. We do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Breath is moving on its own, naturally. Allow it to move naturally. And you see that? We use the mind, or we educate the mind to use the breath to go deeper. And there are thousands of ways. That is what you say the mindfulness and meditation practice is different from one teacher to the other. But if you understand clearly that this is only a device we use to move the mind, to help the mind to live within. So we are using that device. In the state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the body, you are looking at the breath. The breath is going in and out. You are feeling the sensation. You are not changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath. And now, the moment the breath goes in, drop the mind from the top of the head to the tailbone. Associate it. Association. You already know it. What it means by association. You don't change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. The moment the breath goes in, drop the mind from the top of the head to the tailbone. Let it drop by itself. How? The moment the breath goes in, look at the top of the center of the head and start looking at the tailbone as the breath goes in. And as the breath returns, let the mind rise up from the tailbone to the top of the head. Yes, the thought comes, let it come. Even lot of thought comes, you continue to drive. Lot of thought comes, you continue to breathe. Lot of thought comes, you still pay attention to the driving. The same thing I'm saying. The moment the breath goes in, the moment the breath starts going in, a point of awareness and attention, your mind jumps naturally at the top center of the head and starts falling down, reaches to the tailbone. As the breath returns, the mind rises up from the tailbone to the top of the head. You will start experiencing deep sensation in the spine. Don't start thinking, it is awakening. Just continue. Continue the journey. This device helps us to keep the mind with it. How? The mind always has a duality. And that duality causes the thinking. And it happens because of the energy. The right side of the energy and the left side of the energy, and where the mind is moving at the center. Neither right nor left. And we are taking the help of the breath. The breath goes in. The moment the breath goes in, you are aware, and the mind drops from the top center of the head to touches the tailbone. The moment the breath returns, the mind rises from the tailbone. You feel the sensation, you have become aware, or you simply look mentally. Everything is okay. Don't make it, don't start thinking. The mind rises from the tailbone to the top of the head. The mind rises. Mind falls down from the top of the head to the tailbone when the breath goes in. Perhaps the mind is scared to speak the truth. Let us drop that fear. How? Adding another device. The moment the breath goes in, you look at the center of the head, the mind, when it dropping, just drop another mantra, Shantoham, I am the peace, with a meaning. The breath returns, the mind rises, I am the peace. How simple it is. Just do it. Just be into that state. No, I have a lot of thoughts. Let it be there. You continue the journey. You continue to drive, and still you are there. Continue the journey. Let me explain you what you are learning from your experiences in the state of being comfortable, in the state of sensation, relaxation and stillness of the body. You are aware of the space inside. You know that the breath is going in and out. You are feeling the sensation, and The mind drops down the moment the breath goes in, dropping Shantoham. The moment the breath returns, the mind rises, Shantoham. Additional experiences, maybe images, vision, colors, feeling, sensation, numbness, freezing of the body, everything is okay. Recognize them, accept them, continue the journey. And what is that journey? Effortless. What is effortlessness? There is no excitement in the mind. That is what happens. Reminder, Shantoham. With understanding in the mind, Shantoham means I am the peace. And when the mind is living within, the mind says, oh, somewhat, I feel it. Yes, you are right. So what is happening? We are educating the mind, we are evolving the mind to know that peace is inside. That itself gives you that understanding and experience of the peace. The last point, last step, do nothing. What we have to do in order to do nothing? Just maintain an awareness. So if the mind is thinking, let it think, but don't interfere. The body is experiencing the change, don't interfere. Recognize, accept. Breath is moving in and out, recognize and accept. How simple it is. Thoughts, feeling, sensation, recognize and accept. You live into that state of doing nothing that enriches your experiences, my friends. I'll sing. Simply listening is enough. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We are not in a hurry. Check. Is the mind in a hurry? The mind wants to rush outside. Why? Because of the habit, conditioning. What we need to do? Nothing. Maintain your awareness. No mind. I'm okay. You need not to find peace and happiness outside. What will happen? This will this state of calm and peace will continue for hours together, even after the practice of meditation. Bring your mind to the right palm, your mind on the left palm. Raise both your palms and place it on your eyes. Cover your eyes with both the palms. Open the eyes inside your palms. Ask yourself, what is your experience? Bring the hands down and we will share our experiences. Bring the hands down now. Good, Casey? How are you? How are you?
It's always good. The spinal awareness today with the breath was different than I can remember us doing before. And right before you said that you'll notice sensation, I felt that sensation as if I could see,
that's
the
wonderful.
sensation, the shape of the spine.
That's
So
wonderful.
that was interesting. And then the mind started at some point thinking about, well, this really is like the layers of the onion, because I was very cognizant. I'll get to the outer layers, the most superficial layers of the onion. So much activity that's happening there.
Yeah. But still untouched.
And then as you're going in, the activity slows.
Slows.
And it was interesting. Then I was like, okay, mind, stop that. You're overthinking.
That's wonderful. That's fun. And I could see you don't move the body now. Initially the mind was complaining. That's really good. That's wonderful. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I think I drifted off for a little while, but that was okay. And then, I felt like I was floating, and that was nice.
That's good.
It was very good and relaxed, and I felt really relaxed. So
Relax.
Just
That's wonderful.
let it go.
Yeah, the floating is also a good experience. What happens, there is a simple principle. Where the mind goes, there the energy goes. There the prana, the life force goes. That is the principle. So I use that as a device. So I asked you to move your mind on the spine. So energy has to be there. So when there is an increased level of energy, you will definitely feel those sensations. But then some people, that energy expands into the body and you start feeling a floating experience. That too is good. So that tells me that you both have a different states of mind. That's how, as a teacher of this Eastern wisdom, I understand. So that gives me a deeper understanding of you as an individual. How about you, Steve?
I was very relaxed from the beginning. I felt I was still and focused on practice. No thoughts came into my head. I was just concentrating on everything that
Beautiful.
followed through the parts of my body and so on and so forth. It was when you said focus on the breath, is when I felt a numbness in my toes.
That's
No,
good.
I'm not focusing there. I've got to come back to my breath. And then I started getting a heat sensation.
Yes.
And
Heat, you get it.
Mind started to go to that, but I brought it back to my breath. So I know I always go to my breath when I know that my mind starts to go in the wrong direction. And that was the only couple times that I did it. So
It's a beautiful experience. The numbness with reference to the mind on the breath and in the spine tells us the story that the mind has withdrawn inside from the body. There are moments you do not fall into sleep, you are still half awake and half asleep. In those moments you experience there is a sense of numbness in the body, as if the body, you are leaving the body. But can we experience consciously? That happens in meditation. That is what the withdrawal of the mind is. Yeah, you see that? Wonderful. Don't believe them. You tell your experience, good or bad.
It was great. Yeah.
Good?
I think my body, I was swaying a little bit.
Yeah.
My mind was moving my body, but then I was still. I was very thoughtless.
Thoughtless too.
Which was nice
That's good.
Besides just being aware of my body.
Where and you're relaxed.
Yeah, it's very
Wonderful, Alison. Wonderful. How are you, sir?
I think the biggest point for me was that it didn't feel like nearly as much time went by as it did. It was so 50 minutes, 40 minutes went by very quickly. I noticed that I was in and out of thought. So I'd be aware of thinking, and then it would drop off, and then I'd be back thinking again, and then drop out, and then back thinking again. But overall, it was good, and I'm more relaxed than I was when I started.
That's really good. Yes. It's all a journey that we need to understand. What is the meaning of the journey? Endless journey. It's an endless journey. It's not that you're going to California and return back, oh, my journey was wonderful. Why? Have you ever thought of it? Why it is an endless journey? Because there the mind blocks itself, it starts comparing the journey as we undertake outside. So that is why these principles helps us to understand why it is an endless journey. So simple answer. Is there any moment when the mind leaves you? The mind is always with you. Even when you are sleeping, it is your subconscious, it is your unconscious mind. Mind doesn't leave you at any moment of time. So as long as the mind exists, the journey has to continue. One answer. See that? One answer. Driving your car, mind. Talking to your honey, mind. Doing your schoolwork, mind. Endless journey. So what is the point in meditation? What is the point in meditation? Can this mind continue to express peace and happiness doing everything and anything? You're there.